Yeah, I'm recording now. I think it's my internet connection, to be honest with you. Can you hear me?
Yeah. Do I seem to
Okay.
have watching my
Because
lips on this one? On that one, do my lips lag? Oh, my definitely on my um, iPad over there. There's a lag. There's a slight
well,
lag on
I
the overhead.
my grid. Yeah,
But you know what?
there's certain
When
cameras
you're
that get frozen once in a while,
Yeah, when you're recording
and
it
I
though,
wonder
and then
if
you
that's
go
it.
through and piece it together, it's going to work out because you're just because each of them are recording. So when you compile it together, it's going to flow. But right now, it just
It's
because of the different, it's going to be weird.
yeah. I think it's gonna be fine. Well, you know what? When I see the recording, I'll tell you what's the situation. Um, but let's do something on our silhouette and see if how that works because I think we both need to learn how this whole I need to learn the navigation of this because I don't know where everything is, and this is the first time I've ever tried it. I just went like I sent you the information and I'm like doing this with you.
Yeah.
so um so let's which is kind of fun. Um so let's I'm gonna test something. I don't know if you're gonna test anything. Um,
I've got a
I'm
thing I
curious
want
to
to
see
cut
how
out.
my computer handles. I'm curious how it's gonna handle on top of the
Working.
fact that I'm recording. You know, we'll see how it
Yeah.
goes. Yeah, I'm not sure if it's gonna be able to handle it all, but it's all good. It's all good. That's all I could say.
Well, we'll just have to like look at different cameras as we're talking about different. I'm trying to like think if I got the
Okay, so
views. Okay,
while we're
give
chatting
me one
away, I
second.
mean, first of all, how are you doing, Tony?
Ray, how are you, Dad?
Here we are, trying to be adventurous.
This is so fun. I hope
You know
lots of
what?
people find
It's
it
all
quite
good. And
humorous.
you know what's great about this is that there's no pressure for us, you know? And I think a lot of times when we are making things, we put so much pressure on ourselves to get it down right the first time and it kind of prevents us from actually doing it because we want it perfect always all the time.
Yeah.
So let
Well,
me see
you
if I
think
can
if
create
I'm
something
not,
while
I
I'm
can't make it
recording on
perfect.
Riverside.
Yeah, if I can't make it perfect, then I can't even do it, or I won't do it. And first try, I think people need to understand. Hey, you know what? Trial and error. That's how we learn.
You know what I've also been hearing? Because some people are comparing the different cutting machines, is that Silhouette is has a higher learning curve. I want us to demystify that. It's just
Yeah.
sometimes when you have a tool that has so many functionalities, that it can overwhelm you. But if you just kind of like look at the 20% of the functions that you use and just focus on that, it's not that complex. But I think
Yeah.
when people have, it's like when you get your new iPhone and it's got so much functions that you're like, oh my god. But then if you get like that old phone that you just dial and you think it's easier because it's just pressing the numbers, but in
Yeah.
reality, if you have the iPhone, you can also do the same, press the numbers. It's just that there's so many buttons, and I think learning the navigation, especially with this, even with this new thing that we're doing with Riverside, is that I
Yeah.
think once we get accustomed to the navigation, it'll be fine. And I've been like kind of watching other people use it and stuff, but I never tried it till now with you. So this is going to be interesting.
It
I'm
will
kind
be
of curious
cool.
how the recording will be. Yeah, I'm going to let you know how the recording goes.
Yeah.
Okay, so let me see if I set up my. Okay, maybe I should turn on
Well,
my.
and it says in there too, on the one screen, actual recording is higher quality. It's gonna, I think it once it all meshes together and you piece it together, it's gonna be great. It's just you have so much going on at the same time, you know. And like with our silhouette, like when you said, I think that sometimes people look at the big picture and go, "Oh, that's everything it can do." They will, but I only want it to do this, or I, you know, start with small. Like start. I just want to cut paper. You then you figure it. You just cut paper. You don't have to like start doing all
Yeah,
the foil embossing. You don't have to like do the ES mat if you don't want. You don't have to like do every little you look in the new sidebar. I mean, there's so much stuff, you know. Just start simple. Start a simple cut, you know, and go from there. It's like baby steps. I think, you know, sometimes we think we have
yeah,
to do it all, you know. So, yeah. You just I that's what I love about it. Has endless possibilities of what it can help you make. But you don't have to like make all of those in one day. You can look down the road and go, "Oh, okay, someday I'm going to make that, but right now this is what I'm making, you know, and just learn one thing at a time." And I
yeah.
think that's step by step. So this is
Yeah.
exciting. So
I think sometimes when, at least at least as a designer, you're always like instead of like taking doing like something simple, you want to make this complex thing and but when you're learning something new, you just have to almost break it down to like, okay, let me just see how it cuts paper and just a circle, and it
yeah,
like I think simplifying it that way instead of like trying to like create, I don't know, the Hansel and Gretel landscape of paper cutting, you know
yeah,
it's almost like, okay, let me just see if I can cut a heart or if I can cut a whatever.
yeah.
Let me
Just
see.
simple shapes and kind of
There
go from there.
was
But you don't have
a
to. Well, I think this is like a perfect example. So the thing I'm working on is I'm doing some carrots, and the first one I have is basic a shape. And then the next couple shapes, the next couple layers are a little more complex shapes, but I'm not going to like, you can always start out with buying someone's design and then you move
mhm.
on to maybe learning to design simple designs, you know. I mean, that's what I love. You know, you've got the design silhouette design store and you've got multiple other places you can go on Etsy or wherever, Creative Fabric, all sorts of different places and buy designs, and you can make theirs first and then you learn. You're like all through the process, oh, okay, now I want to change that up. So then you learn how
Yeah,
to do that, and that's what we want to teach people is how to do the more complex things but also how to do the simple things, you know. Start at the basics and then progress. And so my design here, I'm doing, like I said, a carrot. So I've got a basic shape, and then it's got a few layers that have more complex parts on them. But you can buy my design, or you can learn if you're more, uh, more on the silhouette, so, in Silhouette Studio, you can create your own. But that's the beauty of Silhouette is you can go simple or you can go complex. But we're gonna test this out. I got
hmm,
to turn on my machine.
yeah. I'm trying to find. I wanted to.
This handy dandy, the ES mat, has got the clear film, um, and you line it up. It's There's a little black line, but you line it up behind that, um, just under it. Lay your paper on top. Push your static part and press it down, and it adheres to it. And then put it in and feed it, and then we're ready to cut.
You're more of a pro than me right now.
Yeah.
I
Hey,
say right
well,
now. Right now because I'm being competitive.
oh,
I'm kidding.
no competition. That's the beauty of like being creative. It's
No,
like you admire someone's stuff.
there's no competition.
No, no, you're
It's
cheering each other on, because and there someone might know something and you're like, please teach me. I want to learn this, because it is super neat.
yeah.
It's And that's what I love about this
I
community is there's always someone that wants to teach you, you know.
I don't know why I can't find this. Hmm.
I'm gonna bump up
There
my
was a tag that know I had. Oh, there it is. Okay.
Okay, we'll see if this works.
Let's do four. Oh, it doesn't help I have a rolling chair because
Oh. Oh, I love that your overview of right on top of your ES mat. And see, we can still talk and the sound is going on. That's what's awesome about the Cameo 5. The sound is not as loud as the previous machine, so. Okay.
what is history 2.5?
Okay. So push that button to unload it. Get your electric static off. And I probably could have cut it a little bit, but there we go. Couple carrots. See what a basic little shape. Start out our design, and then we're going to build
Oh,
on
there you
it.
go.
Are they cute? Cute little carrots. These are the tops that kind of like add dimension to the
Duplicate.
carrot. Turn that electric static part on. And I should have it where you can actually see what we're doing. I think you can see kind of on the angle, maybe slightly. I should look at
I
that
want to
view.
group this.
Slightly.
And then
Okay.
duplicate.
So
Okay.
lots of times when I'm
I'm just
making
gonna
the
test it.
project,
See if that
yeah,
works.
I try to like have make
Yeah.
multiples, so that I can like. It's always fun to like give one away and then have one for yourself, or one's kind of like a trial, or one's the display, one's to show that you already had it done. But I'd love to have multiples. There we go again.
I don't know why I am so precious with paper. I have so much paper. Like, seriously. Like, Claudette,
Isn't
just use it. Like,
isn't that
I
the
don't
truth
know what
though?
it is. I'm
There's
like,
one.
wow, that's such a nice paper. I want to save it. I'm like,
They're
what's the
so
point of
pretty.
saving it if you never, like, what are you?
I
So
know, right? It's
funny
like
how that
I
works.
love to like collect paper and then just admire it. And then washi tape's the
I
same way,
know.
It's like I want to just collect it, and
So bad.
that's why I love designing my own papers too, because it's kind of fun to like I know I can make more. I can print more. So it's just fun to have that option. And that's what's cool is that's another thing you can do with the Silhouette Studios. You can design papers and print them out. I just made I have a little spring
Tony,
gingham line. So,
Tony, like sometimes my paper curl, and is it because it's too
oh,
thick?
um, could be. You
You
know
see
what
how
though?
it
In
curls
that
right there?
instance, yeah, I would even maybe put a slight piece of tape right on there. I've done that even with the ES mat, just because you don't want to have it go in and
Yeah,
then get jammed. So just put a slight piece
yeah.
of tape and
I'm
then,
just like,
you
oh, it's
know,
not sticking. Okay,
that's a
I'm gonna,
beautiful
I'm gonna, hang on.
print.
I'm gonna go find some. I'm gonna go find a washi tape.
Oh yeah, there you go. I'll hand you some through the camera.
Okay.
I love washi tape.
Oh my
See, and the
gosh, I
things
have
don't
this pretty
always.
washi tape I also don't want to use.
I know. I see washi tape in the store and I'm like, oh, I just want to
I
collect
have this
more.
I have this nice washi tape and I'm like, just use it. Holy cow.
Right?
It is one of those things that I think it's washi tape.
Cute.
Okay,
You
let's
see how this is going to work?
yeah,
Look
cuz
how cute.
I was afraid I was afraid to tape it, but you can't tape it.
Yeah, you can
Yeah, I
tape
think
it.
I'm
And
gonna
washi tape's a good one for that. I use either that or the clear, tape, and then just it pulls up nicely. On my mat, well, and sometimes
yeah,
depending, if you have a mat that's not so sticky, I will use tape to tape the edges, or I will
um,
use painter's tape and tape the edges too. See, and where those were, I kind of had to, get parts out. Sometimes you just change your blade just slightly more, or let's get the right thing. You change either the force up it just a little bit, the force, or you change the blade depth. But change the force first and try that. But trial and error, you can do a lot of, oh, what's the big words?
yeah.
Um, do your little test cuts kind of thing. But
Yeah. Yeah. Okay. Oh, this is where I have to. Do you get that problem too? Sometimes you have to put the Bluetooth, or are you connected hardwired?
oh, yeah, I actually, so I have my cord. I don't know if maybe on the overhead one, I just have a little connector because I would prefer not to like be in the middle of a project. I think the Bluetooth capability is super handy, but I would rather not lose that in important. All my jobs are important, right? My time is valuable. I guess that's a better way to say it. I would rather not lose the Bluetooth connectivity connection when I'm cutting something.
So do
I
you,
would rather. So I just have my cord that's plugged into my computer, and you have to buy.
oh,
I
okay.
use
I
it.
don't.
The old cord from the Cameo 4 is what I think I have. I don't think the new one actually comes with, but you can buy one if you don't have like a
I
4
think
that has
no. I
the.
have. Um.
Is that right? When I'm done cutting,
I
I'll actually show
I
you what
should
it looks
have.
like.
I should have a cord. I should have a cord somewhere. All right. So this is plain cardstock. Let me just test it.
I
Generate
know
test.
I use not just the plain cardstock. I use this one that says cardstock textured and heavy 80 pound. That one cuts my plain cardstock better. That setting, and then I do up my force just a little bit. And I know each machine is different, but I just up my force just a little bit.
Yeah.
and then
Do you
and
do do
then
you
I do my
do
blade dip
you
a little
always
one more.
do
Do I
you
always what? Sorry.
change like with the auto blade, do you find that you always have to change the setting? Do you think auto blade to you is accurate?
I with my machine, I've noticed that I just have to up it a little. Um, that's kind of what I figured out, and I know each machine is different. Um, I'm trying to remember if the 4 actually had the auto blade,
Yeah.
and then but if it does, I've just kind of upped mine a little bit, and that's where the test cut is important. You'll figure out what each machine, because some people the automatic settings they have work, but with mine I've had to up them just slightly. I'm excited to see what you
Uh,
make.
that's not bad.
See right
It's
here on
not
this
bad.
screen, where it's
Maybe,
going to lag. There's my connection. It's just one of those little ports that the USB to my computer. My computer is a MacBook Pro, so that you just get that whatever
oh,
connection,
okay.
the USB to that. So
Okay. Oh. I could really do playtime with you if this all works out. Like, oh my gosh,
I
if I
know
can get all
this is
my
so
all the
fun.
technology, I think this would be so fun. And we can have people join us. It's
That would be
like
so fun to invite some people
crazy.
to come and do these little lives. I think that would because then it's real. That'd be so fun.
Yeah, it will be. I'm gonna test one more time with this. I adjusted my force. They say I heard that changing the force is better. Did you say force is better than changing the depth of the blade?
Yeah, change your force first, and then your blade depth next. And
Yeah.
I usually up my force about 3 times, like 3 steps, and then and my blade depth
Mm.
once on each one. That's usually what I do. 3 or 4. Look, they're cute.
Yeah, that's what I remember hearing, that to change the force first before you change the depth blade.
Yeah. And what's awesome about the machines too is, okay, so I have this funky piece left, and usually I need to adjust it a little bit more to cut all the way through, but it's cutting clean, so that's good. But you can use scraps of paper, on your mats. You won't want to use it on the ES mat, but throw a scrap of paper, little tiny scraps, and tape them like that that you have it with your washi tape or your masking tape or whatever, clear tape.
Yeah.
Throw it on your mat, and still, there's plenty of paper to use. You don't have to waste paper. So,
Oh my gosh. Yeah, you could even use like, especially with this mat, you could like take like magazine paper and just
oh,
make shapes with it. There's so many things you could do with recycled paper with the
right?
Cricut.
So much.
Yes.
So awesome. This is so fun. We could just craft all day.
I'm just like, I could do this all day, but too bad I have to
Right?
work.
I know. This
Um,
just is
but
going to
that's
be our day
okay.
job.
You know what? There's time. There's time for play. There's time. You have to make time for play. You
Yes.
have to make time for play, and then there's work. And even
Well,
when you're like, even as a designer, when you're designing this stuff, it's a different process than when you're like testing it and then playing or whatever. But that's okay. That's part of the whole fun of life.
it is. Well, and I think one thing
Um,
that's neat to
yeah.
remember too is, okay, I think it's important. You and I both feel the same way, but also time to get outside, get the fresh air, find whatever it is that makes you
Mm.
happy and do it. If it's exercise in any form, or if it's meditation, whatever, do that,
Yeah.
because
Just
it
just
it
move.
re it Yeah, it just move and it fills you up, and so you can just come back and but it inspires you, you know. So do what inspires
Yeah.
you. Take the time and do the important things, you know.
Yeah, and I think when you do that, I think it allows you to find your own kind of creativity and
Yeah,
what makes you happy. I know sometimes like even just going for a walk, you see things that inspire you, right? And makes you think about, oh, I want to design this with because I saw this today or I did
yeah,
this today. I
and I
think I
love
like
that.
that
It's like
force. Okay.
just the other day I was running just an
This is me
errand,
just
and oh, did you say that again?
I'm just like playing with the test. I'm just
Oh,
curious to see how much force makes a difference. But now I'm just gonna cut now.
yeah. But like,
Yeah.
when I was out running an errand and I saw this beautiful little flower, and I thought, okay, now I need to go and design that and recreate that cute little flower so I can have that in my home. You know, I wouldn't it be cute a little bouquet of just in a tiny little vase and these tiny little cute flowers, or you can even make them bigger. That's what's awesome about the the software is you can make things
Mhm.
big, you can make them small, and Silhouette also has their machines that cut bigger and smaller. So I just love that.
Oh
I
yeah.
love that we have so many options, you know?
Like I told you, Tony, I bought the Curio too.
Yeah.
I haven't even mastered this. I haven't mastered this one yet, and I got the Curio too. You know why? Because well, I have a show coming up, like I told you, in June, and I want to make these foil thing, but will I get to it? I don't know. It's just because I got it.
Well, and it gives you something to look forward to and to learn because we always want to learn, you know. And this is what's neat is it gets to stretch our brain and just make something new, you know. It's inspiring, you know, because you see all the cool things that people make and you're like, I want to do that, but you want to put your own spin on it, you know. It's got to be you, you know. It's fun to make other people's things too, but if you have certain colors you want to make, like you and I probably would make crafts with different colors, different, but that's what the individuality is just what's awesome. So with more designs, but
I
like,
know. Look what's happening. See, this is what happens live. Look what happened.
yeah.
Did you see this?
Oh, what happened? Oh, yep.
Oh, do you know what? My electrostatic magnet was uh,
Was not on.
on standby too long. Does it automatically turn off? It does, doesn't it? It
I
does.
think it does.
That's what happened. So what happens is if you're like talking too long, this is what happens. The I think the auto thing turns off. Okay, well, I just messed it
Oh,
up, but that's okay.
that's okay. Hey, there's the crafter that says it's just paper. So it's just paper.
It's okay. I'm not gonna cry over it.
No.
All right, here we go. So let's see if we can turn this on so that it actually sticks. Okay. All right. See, people, this is what happens. Even when you are chatting with your friends, you gotta like sometimes pay attention. So
Right?
this, I wonder how long. I don't. Tony, do you know how long this stands by when it automatically turns off? Maybe.
I don't. Let's say my
I don't
devices
either.
here. I could
I
maybe
guess if
Google
you
it, huh?
you got to check that this green light is on if you're when you're working on your. Yeah, but we're busy. It's okay. But it's just I just realized I learned from this that if this is idle for a while, and then I start putting on and this electrostatic magnet is not on, it affects it, obviously.
Yeah, I'm trying to think why. Let's see. I had to push and hold the mat towards. I was trying to see if it would actually somebody have a review when you Google, right?
Yeah.
I think sometimes too it's important to remember is the sometimes the machine well the machine you got to make sure the mat itself is pushed all the way connected into the machine because sometimes if there's a slight disconnect like then it actually
Yeah.
you know it won't like it will shut off automatically too like I'm on
Oh yeah.
we're videoed we're being videoed sorry my kids that's it's real life right they just give me a minute
That's okay.
um let's see
Sometimes
picture in
special people come on when we're doing our playtime.
yes
Oh, you know what you can make with your silhouette, Tony? You need to have a sign that says "Playtime, do not disturb" with your silhouette.
Yeah, I do. I need to make that, put it on my door, right?
Yeah.
Picture in picture mode
Or
closed to
airtime,
maintain.
silhouette airtime, meaning we're recording.
Did that little thing issue show up on your screen too about picture in picture mode closed to maintain recording quality?
Uh,
Picture in picture
I
mode is
don't.
causing a strain. It didn't show up on yours?
Well, no, I wasn't paying attention. Where is it on
It just
still?
says I just clicked it off, but
Okay.
I don't know
Huh.
what it's doing, but whatever, right? We're gonna try a little thing here.
Wow, I made this
Okay.
tag label really big. That's okay. I'm just trying to test the shape. Don't try to put your finger in, which I'm doing right now, because I was trying to catch
Oh,
this piece of paper, one of the thing that was
oh, the
cut off.
piece of tape to make sure it goes down.
And I don't recommend it. No, no, this came off, so the electrostatic magnet didn't cling on to it. So that's the one thing about the ES mat is that sometimes small pieces come off.
Oh yeah.
But I like the fact that you don't have to weed it as much. It just
True.
slides off. Okay, there we go. Um,
Oh, exciting. I think you can still watch here, so I figured I'd put this piece together. I'm using Barely Arts Precision Craft Glue to glue my stuff. It has the little fine tip.
do I have one of those? You know how many glues I have? I don't even know anymore. It's kind of until my studio is done. Until it's done, I don't even know where anything like they're all stuff are in boxes. It's
Oh,
almost like but I'm trying to not make that an excuse. So it looks pretty good. Look at this. It seems like a good
oh
clean cut
yeah.
because it just lifted. I love
Wow, that's awesome.
this is what I love about
I love
electrostatic.
when it does
Isn't it
that.
great? I mean,
Yes.
these are they're really big tags. I just I'm not sure like I if I'm making a gift tag, I wouldn't necessarily make it this big, but for the Berkshire Yoga Festival that I'm taking part in the summer, I'm going to make like hang tags for the garments or for my products.
Oh yeah.
Clearly, this might be too big, because I want to be able to also, maybe this could be the right size because I want to put a barcode. Um, I don't know if anyone out there in the universe knows about, because I have to get a POS system and I think I'm going to use Shopify, but I want to create barcodes for like each product so that I don't have to track it manually. But
Oh, that'd be
anyways,
handy.
I'm learning so many things right now. I think my head's going to explode. But
It's that
um
stretching, but it's awesome, right?
no, you know what? It's probably good for like so, we won't get dementia or
Right?
Alzheimer's.
We're always using our
It's
brains.
like
I
if you don't like what did my dad used to say? I think somebody else said it. He goes, if you don't use it, you lose it. So
exactly.
we're using it, Tony. We're using
We
it.
are. We
So
are
I
using.
love this. These are great. Like, oh my gosh, I love this pattern. It's got an
It's so
Asian feel
they're
to
so
it.
pretty.
It's like, it's
No,
not.
my thing.
Yeah, this I got this pack long time ago, and I was like hanging on to it for dear life. So sometimes I make gift boxes from it. You know those you can make gift
Oh,
boxes,
yeah, that you fold all
and
up.
the like I love this. I love this. I love this pack, and I bought it a while ago. Anyways,
It's a
that's just
beautiful.
me and my yeah, and I have a lot of paper.
Oh,
Anyways,
me too.
I tested mine. What are you making, Tony?
And my carrot. I've got my little.
Oh, how's the
There's
carrot
my.
going?
Look how cute. There's my little carrot part, and then here's gonna be my stem. I just have to add my other little.
Oh, that's so cool. Are you like are you making that into a card or what is it?
What am I going to use it for? I don't know. It could be, it might just, I've thought of multiple things of using it for. I could use it for, it could be a tag on a gift. You could punch a hole, you know. It can be hang on a banner, you know, a bunch of little carrots hanging on a banner. It could be just thrown on
Oh,
like in a scrapbook page, you know, and you could have a cute little carrot. You say you have a garden scrapbook page, and there's your just your cute little carrot,
oh,
you
okay.
know. You could also make them smaller and make cute little carrots for a card, you know, and say like, "I care a lot about you. I care a lot about you," you know. So just a
You know,
variety.
you know, crafters are known for a lot of puns.
Yes. Well, you have to
In
do. You
their
have to, right?
yeah.
Because you gotta. You find things that
Um,
you want to, you know, design things with and make cards, and you're thinking, oh, okay, what can I, what can I use this for?
Let me see if I
But
gotta.
I wanted to
Have
make
you
this
ever
one
tried?
bigger. Have I ever tried what?
Have you ever tried the pop up function? Did you
I
see
just
that?
did.
It's
I
kind of
did it
cool.
yesterday. I've got to cut it out today, but I did it yesterday, and it's so cool. Watch a video. There's the is it
I
Ellie Mae, the Silhouette Secrets Plus. She has a good little video
I
on that.
I Ellie has it. Oh, I also think the Silhouette Success Girl. What's her name? She did a
Maybe that's the
tutorial on it too.
is Silhouette Success Ellie Mae. Am I thinking the right lady?
I, I forgot her name, but she's the one that's Silhouette Success, I think. And
Yeah.
then there's Ellie. What's her name? Ellie?
Yeah, I thought the alleyway may, and I might be two different. Oh, you know what? No, there is. Silhouette
Yeah,
Success is
Ellie Mae.
a darker head lady, and she's the one that I watched. And then
Yeah.
it's not. Yeah, yeah.
Secret. No. Secret to six. No. Which one is Ellie's? I don't know. I don't remember her.
Silhouette 101, maybe. See, that's what we need to do is invite them to come and join us, and we could like craft together and talk and get some, you know, some of their tips and everything. Wouldn't that be fun? There's my cute carrot.
It would be fun. That's cool. Hmm. Let me see.
Are you?
Did I just
Yeah, but
lose
that
my?
pop-up feature is way cool.
Yeah, I haven't tried it. So
I'm making an Easter card. You're going to be able to find it in the Silhouette Design Store. So has cute little
nice.
bunnies.
Check out our store, people.
Yeah,
Tony, tell them your store name. What's your
Toni
store
Emily.
name in the silhouette?
Toni Emily. Just Google
Okay.
me. ToniEmily.com, and it's, but I have a blog. I have everywhere on social media and in the Silhouette Design Store on YouTube. So just look up Toni Emily, ToniImlay. So, and you're gonna find me. And what's yours, Dad?
Oh, mine is Peru Pro Studios. That's Paru Paro, and then studios with an S.com.
That's
And
awesome.
you'll see it in also the Silhouette Design Store. And I also have a shop. And something cool is coming in June.
So exciting for you.
I have to blow my nose because I have allergies year round.
Uh,
All right, I'm trying to find. I'm gonna try. Have you have you tried the emboss as a scoring thing yet?
no, I have not done it as a scoring thing yet. I don't have the emboss tool though. I have the foil tool,
Oh,
but not the emboss tool. Because you'll have that with
hmm.
the Curial, right? Do you have it also with your Cameo?
I had bought it when I bought the Cameo 5. I bought this emboss thing, but I learned that in you put it as a sketch.
Oh,
Um, there's all these.
that's the
Yeah, I used it like I don't know if I'm doing it right, but I did it as
that's
when
awesome.
I did the like if I wanted a score line, I used it
Mm-hmm.
as a like I obviously use the emboss tool, but I made it sketch it.
Oh, that's cool.
Um, I don't know why it functions that way. I don't know why it functions that way, but I was watching a few tutorials and I that's how I did it.
I
Um,
wonder.
we also have
Well,
to
because
also with the Riverside app, we got to learn how to like share our screen. I think it does also screen recording, but you have to set that up, and I don't have the bandwidth right now to do it.
oh,
But anyways, maybe the next time we play, I'll get it to work, and then I can share my screen, and then we can like navigate towards like we could show what we're doing on the computer while we're also making something. That would
yeah,
be
that would
cool.
be way cool. I'm looking on. Maybe you can do settings.
Yeah, now I'm trying to figure out what I want to make.
Um, Well, that's what I love. So with my, I use the little, I just draw a line for my scoring basically. I draw a line and then I change it into
Yeah.
dots, the dashes. And that's basically how I
Okay.
do my kind of scoring. Um, I think
So
I've
Tony,
heard of
do you
another way.
do you tell does does your customers know that when they're cutting like score lines? Do you tell them that, or I'm just curious?
I
Because
have videos.
I'll put a dotted line
Yeah,
because
I
not
put
everybody has the
a how-to
embossed.
video. Yeah, I usually do a like a link it try to a how-to video so they can watch me make it. So then they know
Oh, okay.
is usually how I do it. So and
Oh, I see. You make a video for each one of your projects or each one of
well
your
my
designs?
3D, yeah, my 3D ones usually, and I really try to
Oh,
do um, some of my others if but at least my 3D.
yeah.
So,
Yeah.
but lots of my designs work in other projects too. Like I might have a part of Like, say, for example, I have some tulips. Um, and then you could actually watch me put it together on a little bag or a card. So it has that design in something else. So that's what's awesome is like, but you
Mhm.
can also throw those designs and make a repeat pattern, you know? I mean, there's just endless possibilities of what you can use your stuff for, you know,
Yeah.
like designs, what you can do. So, well, that'll be cool.
Mhm.
I'm excited for your little tags.
What?
I'm excited for your tags, for you to see all your new stuff coming out.
Yeah, it's a lot of work, but I'm like so excited. Sometimes I can't sleep,
Too
which is not good.
much to do, right?
But
Too
you know
many.
what? Yeah, but you know what? It makes me happy. I'm honestly, the more that I do this, the more I feel like this is what I'm meant to do. Because it makes me happy. I'm happy when
Yeah.
I'm crafting. Um, and I don't
Well, it
know.
makes you feel
I,
alive,
I
right?
feel like if you find something that you, yeah, I think when you find something that you enjoy doing, I think you should do more of it. I mean,
Yes.
as long as it doesn't become a hindrance to life, like you don't get any sleep,
Yeah.
which is I I I'm one of those people who could probably stay up late, 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 but because I have a day job and I try to go work out in the morning, I'm like I get up.
Yeah. Yeah.
But I think if I didn't have those, I probably would be up all night long. I love the quiet of the night.
I love the quiet of the night and the quiet
I
of the
don't know
morning.
why, but I think sometimes my creativity kicks in at night. Yes. Well, it's still night to me. When it's still dark, that's.
Yeah.
But I feel like. I think it's just that calmness when no one's like moving in the house or it's just you. Let's
Yes.
see.
I know I'm a night owl and an early bird because I love both. I like to just, and I feel like sometimes those late nights or early mornings, you know, I love the exercise in the early morning, but I also love the late night for doing, like, you know, just enjoying life or creating something, you know, making, I don't know, it just, you're just catching up with loved ones, you know?
Mm. What? You know
And
what?
making some,
I don't know about you, but um wouldn't it be cool to have like a a physical camp of just silhouette physical camp where we all get together and do this for like a whole week, just making
oh,
stuff.
yeah, that'd be so fun.
We got to make
Well,
that
we can
happen
make
one
it
day.
happen. Like a
Tony,
retreat.
Tony, one day. That should be a
We
goal of
are.
ours. One day, Tony. We got to do
I'm
an
with
in
you.
person
Oh,
and
in person silhouette retreat
we
and where we just craft and craft and craft.
yes. Yeah, I mean, we could either do it in the Cape here or somewhere beautiful in
Oh,
Utah. At
right?
least one of the spots. I'm trying to yeah, cuz um although if we go to Nantucket or Martha's Vineyard, we have to get a boat, so I don't know, but it'd be
That'd be
kind of
fun.
cool.
But like, you know, there's so
Yeah.
many places that I think just where, you know, you just either have a pretty beautiful views, but then you can just be together and create things, make things, and visit, and just it would be wonderful.
Yeah. I,
Imagine
you know
just
what,
the
I get,
energy that would be there. Ah,
I get so excited, Tony, when um I'm just around people that like to do things like that.
right? Me
I
too.
think that's why I get along with my mother, because my mother and I love making things.
That's cool.
Hmm. You know what I like about Silhouette? It does feel like Illustrator a little bit. Like,
Yeah, it
you
does.
know?
There's a lot of similar capabilities and techniques. And like if you know Illustrator, then you're going to understand Silhouette. They've just it's evolved so much over the years, you know.
Mm-hmm.
And I love that they keep just
Mm-hmm.
improving it and adding more
Yeah.
cool stuff for us to do. And you don't just have to use it for cutting things out. You, I designed multiple, many over the years, like oh, what is it? Invitations and things. That yeah, just printables.
Mm-hmm.
So
Yeah. Mm-hmm. All right. I'm gonna.
trying to
I'm
mop
making
my
more
space on.
tags that I'm never gonna use, but well, maybe I'll use it for something. Um, I'm just I'm just playing right now. I'm just playing with the machine. Um, so how often have you had to replace this plastic mat, this thing?
I only replaced it once so far.
Because mine, I think sometimes.
Well, and that's because my trial and error ones I cut through it, you know. So figuring out your blade depth, but
Yeah. I,
I'm trying to
I
make a
mean,
bunch of little. I'm using up the other sides of my
I have,
paper.
I um, I bought a couple of them so that just in case. I hate running out of stuff,
Yes, and then
and
have to
it,
wait for it to get to
like
you,
if you're in the middle of a project and then there's like something goes wrong and you don't have a,
like a backup or something.
yeah, I'm one of those people.
Yep.
Where did my other one go?
Can I go?
You can talk.
Can I go?
I gotta go find my other cord so that I can attach it to my laptop because the Wi-Fi thing keeps coming out.
Oh yeah.
Um, I never learned how to use the old Silhouette software. Did you notice a big difference in the new version in the layout?
Oh, not the latest 5 one. Yeah, I've there's a big difference with every time they change the software. You know, um, like I've said, it's evolved so much over the years from what it used to be. It was,
Mm-hmm.
and I know there's it's always been a little complex, but it's you start like I said, start small, like simple cuts, but now this one it allows you to do that through it. Like the Silhouette 5 now has the Studio 5 has the starter mode, and so it will
Mm-hmm.
walk you through, and that's so handy. I love that option because it can help you as a beginner, but then it has such complex capabilities.
Mm-hmm.
So I've loved that. You can see here. Oh, wait. No, I don't want to do that.
Have you taken out your Glowforge yet?
No, but I'm gonna. Yeah, we need to do a play date with our laser cutters, right?
I don't
I
have
know
one
I'm so
yet.
excited. Yeah, yet.
I'm not
But
gonna.
your
I
curio is going to
I
be able
want
to do
to.
a lot of etching. So
Well, while you do your Glowforge, I could do the curio. But the thing is, I want to have my studio up before I get a laser because I just don't even have the space right now. It's not even
yeah,
funny. I
you're like
think
not going there yet, huh?
well, my special person, my special person will be very mad at me.
If you're buying more things for something that's not finished yet.
No, he'd be so mad at me, right?
No,
You don't
don't
understand.
have multiple cameras over here too. What do you need?
I'm just getting a sticky note.
Oh, right in that one thing back there. Look at that.
Oh,
See,
this
you
is what
can
I did again.
use your scraps.
Look what I did. I did it again.
Oh, did it? But at
The
least did they
power went
cut good?
out.
That's so
So
wild.
my
Is your
this
is your thing
power,
pushed
I
in
gotta.
all the way?
It
Is your
turns off
ES
very
mat?
fast.
Well, I'm wondering if it's not
Yeah,
connected
it
right.
turns.
Like unconnect it and push it back in and see if it will like push the two little tabs, right. Let's see.
This one.
These
This one.
two, sorry, I'm not see right here. So push these, get it out, and then push it back in again. And see if it's just
Huh.
not connected fully.
Yeah. I thought it was. No, I think it's just the power. Because it works fine. It's just the power
That is
shuts
so
down.
wild.
You know what? I did have it on idle for a while. Like I take too long, but I gotta pay attention. But I thought
Well,
I
mine
had
is
it.
mine is too, so I don't know why you.
Maybe. I wonder if like does it turn off in the middle? It doesn't do that.
Oh,
It shouldn't do that.
sometimes one time mine um I'm trying to think. There's just like the bed itself. Like you have to make sure it's all like flat, totally smooth, and then it feeds into the machine right.
Okay, now it's not even turning on. Huh. Oh.
That's wild.
No.
Pull it back out again.
Uh-oh.
Well, just pull your
Okay, let
machine
me
back out. The ES mat again.
okay. Well, I reattached it. Maybe that
Does
will
it turn
help.
on now?
Yeah, it's on now, but I
Oh,
had to
good.
unplug it. Do you find that there's a lot of dust? Maybe you don't notice it in your white one, but because I have the black one,
Oh, you
I
probably have
notice
a
all
lot
the
more.
dust.
Yeah, I don't notice that so much. It's like my black
Yeah,
car.
I noticed it more.
Tons of dust. Tons of everything shows, but white car,
Yeah.
I don't.
Gonna. Okay, let's try this again.
Oh, my one camera's gone. That's wild.
What?
My overhead. Maybe that's the one it turned off. Actual recording.
Is the battery dead?
Oh, it's saying low battery. That's why. Okay, back on. Yeah, it's running. I guess filming like this is running out my battery.
Can you plug it in to a
Well, I
power?
have my mic. I
Do you
can
have?
take out my mic and then see if that probably will work. And then I can plug it
I
in.
have a charge. Like I have a charger on my like if you like I have a lot of extension cords, I guess, but
Yeah. Well, let's see if my cord actually goes that high. Might. Bless you.
thank you. Let me see if it. I'm curious to see if it stays turned on, because I think it turned off in the middle. Either I don't know. Maybe I wasn't paying attention really.
There we go. Oh, these little carrots would be cute. Thrown like on a little, strung on a banner with some little bunnies and
Let's see.
a little tiny. I'd made some smaller carrots too.
That's cool. Do you have more solid paper than printed?
No. I have
Equally?
drawers and a box of printed, and then my solid you can see behind me.
Yeah.
And I do have some solid in the drawers too, but I have a variety of sizes, the 8.5 by 11 versus the
Yeah.
12 by 12, Has my sound been similar after I took out the microphone?
Um,
Does it sound
I
less
don't.
or worse, better?
It's better.
Well, that's good.
I think it sounds
Maybe that
better.
microphone is not so necessary, huh? Do you have a microphone on or no?
No, I have my phone mute.
But you don't have a
Hold on.
microphone clipped to you.
I have a microphone on. I'm using a Blue Yeti.
Oh, okay.
Um, I have a lot of microphones actually. Um,
Well, one of your camera scenes went.
pardon me?
One of your cameras are gone. The one that
Oh,
view at you,
maybe
your front.
oh, my front. Oh,
Whatever.
overhead? Or wait,
The one coming farther away, viewing your whole scene.
is it my Oh, it's my iPad.
Maybe your batteries.
Um,
Maybe this is
yeah,
just the batteries here.
my I think it's my iPad. Is it my iPad? No, that my iPad's okay. Oh, it is my
What's
iPad.
across the room from you?
It's my iPad. I gotta get more power. Oh, there it is. Running out of extension cords.
I will be having these cute little carrots as one of the displays or just, crafts I'll show on. Not that I'm putting together. I'll be doing the Silhouette Live in 2 weeks, just under 2 weeks. So we'll pay it, go and look on either Instagram or Facebook and watch the Silhouette Live. So I get a help on that.
I love when you're on live.
Thank you. It's so fun.
Are you prepared? Is there something special going on in April for Silhouette that we should know about?
Well, they're big Easter sales, and then they're doing the Silhouette Design Store memberships, I believe, is the big thing. And so they have sales on those. And then their machines, I think they have another sale on their machines. I don't know. They'll probably do a bundle, I'm guessing. Look, little cute carrots and little cute big carrots. How fun, huh?
Let me see.
Little big ones and little ones.
Cool. I'm charging my iPad. Okay, is this done? Yes. How's the life of my overhead? Oh, did you stop your over? Which one is it?
They're all working, but they swap places. So my overhead is...
Something stopped recording.
Oh, something just
because you're
barely.
low on battery? Recording has
Oh, that's
stopped.
my overhead
Toni
one again.
has stopped due to incoming call. Oh,
Oh, that was before.
so you
But
know
where's
what?
the...
Did you silence your phone?
I did it on my watch, but that was... Oh, it's reconnecting, it says now. But it was still on until just barely. Like when you said that. It's connecting slowly to the computer.
Oh, maybe it went back. I don't know.
There's still one less
anyway.
camera, though. So I got my 3, and you've got your one that's missing from your iPad, I believe.
Oh, I think I just started charging it again. All right, Riverside, you might have to help us out once in a while. Because I really want to learn how to use... I want to use this to its capability.
Well, I think what we need to have everything plugged in. Oh, did you change your...
the force? I changed the force and I didn't even test it. See what happens, people?
Oh.
It doesn't... So I realized my force was lighter, thinking, oh, but it's fine. It still comes out. It's just the other one. I think I changed it from 28 to 26. Wow, a big difference.
That really is.
There's still a little bit of, see that? But it's fine. It still comes out. But I noticed that the 28... You know what's cool? You don't even have to throw this out. Honestly, if you want to really use this up, you can use this as a stencil. See how this?
Oh yeah.
Like this paper is still thick enough, and if you are using a jelly plate or something, you could use this as a stencil. And then when you're done with it, you can throw it in. I totally can see that. Okay, then I'm not really helping people with their hoarding problem by telling them to keep it.
Yeah, keep all the scraps.
Well, I have a bag that's just with scrap. Oh my gosh, Dave's probably gonna go crazy with me because I have I have a Ziploc bag for my scrap. Like these. Look, I've got
Oh, look.
all my scrap stuff in here because I can't. I figured like these little pieces. You never know, but the problem is it starts to collect.
We're twins. Look.
But I, I know. You know, one of my favorite things that I buy, the favorite one of my favorite things I buy from Amazon, I have to show you. It's like a Ziploc bag, but I have it for all my gadgets too because I have like all these little stuff. If I had more time, I'd probably sew it myself, but have you ever seen these? These these things?
Oh, when they have the
So
zippers on them.
whenever I yeah, I buy like different sizes, and the funny thing is, because when I go to work, I have like different bags for like different cords because I'm all when I'm commuting and I have to bring my laptop and everywhere because I don't have an actual office anymore, so I
Yeah.
find like whatever office is open, and so I have all my gadgets with me, and I have to have
Oh,
them in little compartment bags. So I
so
bought
they're
these
easier to
things.
find.
I mean, I would love to sew it, but I don't even have time for that right now. Um, but I got to show you. I made for one of like this one summit that I did with Karina. I did I think I showed you. Hold on one second. I'm gonna do a little show and tell while I'm talking to you.
Right on.
So one of the I think one of Karina's summit, the first one I've ever done. I did like a laptop cover. I sublimated it. Like I
So
sublimated it,
cool.
and so I made one for my other gadgets too. So I use like a double-sided um, interfacing. It has a foamy feel to it, and I quilted it on top, and so that it has a padding, and
That's
I
so
use it
cool.
like crazy. Yeah, and what
I
I did
bet.
was I obviously sublimated my drawing, but I also made for the Berkshire Yoga Festival. I'm selling these notebooks with my artwork on it, but
With your
I'm like a
artwork.
huge journal. Yeah, like I like to journal a lot because my brain. So I was testing out the products to see how they feel. And I like this one with the thicker one. These ones are like these ones are like it's higher quality, but it's very expensive. These are
Oh,
made in Canada, but I love the feel of them. But I don't know if like people are gonna buy them. But this is one of my
it's beautiful.
illustrations. I love making faces. If you haven't noticed, this one
Yeah,
I really like. I'm gonna
that's
make.
awesome. Well,
Or
they're
and
beautiful.
this one's a
Beautiful
bigger
work.
one. It's got so you can do your sketches on here. So this is
Oh,
a
that'd
big
be
one,
neat.
and
Take it
I
and
love it.
write.
So I'm
Yeah.
testing out these journals. What did you say?
I said that you could just take with you and then you do all your sketches on the go. And I love that.
Yeah, I like art journaling. I like to journal. Like I like to write my thoughts. Well, like at the end of the day, I like to write. I'm a huge proponent of writing your thoughts
It's very
because it's like a
important.
brain dump. Um, like it's kind of a form of I don't know. It's kind of like a combination of like gratitude lists, also recalling like things that I've done, or like sometimes um, there's one highlight in the day and I have to write about it, or it's just kind of like counting my blessings kind of thing.
Yeah.
And I think it helps me. It really helps me not like focus on the bad things. Um, I really have nothing to complain about. Like, a lot of times when you think about all the things that could go wrong in life, and I think, oh my gosh, I've come a long way, and I just feel like I feel a sense of, I don't know, gratitude all around. Like I'm very, very grateful. Um, and I'm really excited. I got to meet you guys. Like, I remember Susie going, "You should join Silhouette." And I was thinking, "Oh, I can't. I've got so much to do." And then I did it quickly, and then I'm like, "Oh my gosh, if I didn't, Tony, I would have not met you." Like all
I
these
know,
people
right?
that I've met through all these people, and like it's like those are my people. Like I feel like I don't need to really, even though I sometimes vomit my thoughts. Um, I feel like when people understand you, and they don't, you don't even have to like explain yourself, but they still let you like vomit it out. It
Yeah.
just feels good. I mean, and I'm learning so much from like the Marco Polo. Like I hate to tell you, I think I'm at 70 that I'm behind,
Oh,
and I
it
still.
doesn't take long to get behind.
No, it doesn't, because this group is very active. But I sometimes
That's
commute, so sometimes what I do is I let it run. The only thing is, it's like if people do text, I can't drive and read it, kind of thing.
Yeah, you're
But
like, I'm missing
it's like
something.
that's yeah, and that's what I do. It says
That's a
here
wonderful way.
on yeah, it says Tony's Emily's recording has stopped. Recording has stopped due to incoming call. That must have been before.
That must have, like, it just, that
Because
is so
I see
weird.
your camera working. I see it running. Like I can see it.
Well, and I
I
have the
see
little red
your
light in my on my things. Actual
yeah. I don't know.
recording is higher than, and so it says. I mean, that's wild.
Maybe because maybe I have to like um maybe I have to like turn it off. Like if I don't turn it off. Um. All right. It is now 2:04, Tony. That's 2 hours of us recording. So I think what we should do is wrap it up, and I'm going to see how the recording is, and then maybe put it together and see how it works, and um and I'll share it, and I'll put it on the YouTube, and you can share it too if you want. Um
Absolutely.
I will. I don't think we said anything horrible.
Oh, I don't think so either. Just some
um
good bloopers here
I
and there, but that's all good.
I maybe what I could do is like, I don't know. I think, was it your daughter that came in? Who came in?
Yeah, I've had two
I
different
was
daughters come in, just briefly,
Yeah,
but
I mean, if you want, I could take it out, or if not, because I don't. Did you say anything that you didn't want
I don't
anyone?
think I said anything that's incriminating or yeah. Well, and you're gonna
Yeah, I
pull
think.
different camera parts, so yeah.
Yeah, yeah. I'm gonna see. I'm gonna play with it and see how it works. And if you want, I'll show it to you first, and then you approve it. But I don't know if you want to spend the whole time watching it. It's like 2 hours long. Um. All right.